Alright, in today's video we're going to talk about the indicator update here with Heatmap and some other settings that have been added to the indicator. This will be the biggest update that I've ever patched here. Part of it is because of this Heatmap up here and some other settings that we have. We'll go over that here in a second. But before we start, it's important to understand what the indicator is trying to do. The indicator is trying to answer a question, and that question is, what is the market momentum right now? And it does that with a combination of looking at a lot of different other metrics and criteria and other indicators in the background. If you want to test the actual outputs of the indicator, I'll leave a free version of the indicator light, which is going to basically just be these candle colors here. And what these candle colors mean are they are just a simple question. Again, what is momentum doing right now? So this candle was green, so momentum was bullish. So, and right up here near the top of this move, it went from bullish to balanced or consolidation. And then we kind of went into this range of doing nothing. So we never went up, never really went down. We had some small little bullish moves here, but nothing really got us going. And then right here we had a little pullback here. Again, it went from consolidation to a bearish move, and then consolidation to a bullish move, consolidation to a bearish move here. And right now we're consolidating, we're just bearish. We had this pretty big dump down, and now we're just consolidating that move. And that is what the indicator is designed to do. It is designed to tell you what momentum is doing at all times. Some of the settings that you can look at here, so if you double click this table, you'll get to the settings. The first one is going to be this table layout location. I'm on desktop, so I want to be on desktop, but if you use a mobile, you can flip to mobile. If you're using this indicator, you'll definitely be flipping between these two a lot because the scaling is all weird on the desktop versus mobile. A new feature that was added was the heat map sensitivity. That is essentially we have an auto mode now. Before we just had these aggressive, balanced, and strict. And this is essentially adjusting the internal metrics to determine when it is bullish or when it is bearish, and that value is you can adjust that and determine what you want to have as an output. At the moment, it's set up as auto, so it'll automatically pick the most accurate sensitivity that it can. Another mode that was added is this mode. I should probably have a different name for that, but a new engine was created, and this engine is essentially it's designed to kind of remove the chop that you are going to see. So let's go ahead and look at that section. So let's focus right here. I'd say that this zone here is pretty choppy. So if we go into the settings and we flip it from default mode to super chop engine, we'll let it update here. It's updating. It can take a second, and we can see that the candle colors have changed. Notice that we have these these darker colored reds and some darker colored greens. These are implying that it's not strong momentum. And if we go into that setting, we can switch it to strong only. And remember, this here was pretty bright. It was kind of like green, red, green, red. It was pretty hard to see what's going on. And with the super chop engine on, you can actually see we're just in consolidation. We have some little pops, but no actual, we hardly went up at all. Just a bunch of random chop. So that's what that setting is designed to do. Let's look here. The matrix mode, there's two matrix modes. Right now we're in the scalping, which is going to show this table up here, and then there's the intradays to look at. You can flip to that and it'll show 2 minute, 5 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, and 1 week. And let's talk about what this table is doing. So we're going to go back into scalping mode here, and this table is essentially showing you all of that, this candle output that we're just looking at, it's showing you that on this table as a heat map tool. So right now we're on the 5-minute chart, but we could see that in the last I don't know, minute 30 seconds we've been going up, and you can actually see that impulse here in the 30-second. So this candle has been going up right now for a decent amount of time. If we flip to the 30-second, we can actually see that. Here we go. We're starting to move here. Keep in mind, right now we're in the. You can see that this candle here is orange and orange, and on the here it's this like dark red. So if we flip our mode back to the default, we can actually just see the entire move here. And at the moment, we're just kind of ripping, and you can watch that live here on the 15-second. So every 15 seconds, it's going to be essentially updating that bar, and then this bar is every 30 seconds, and this one's every minute. So for the past 2 minutes, we've been going up. So that's what the indicator is telling us right now. And then before that, you can see here that we were consolidating here, and then we had this here's that little push down. This little push here is right here. We'd have to go to replay here. We can go to replay right here. And again, keep in mind the indicator is solving a lot of calculations in the background. Each colored candle is like 50 things. So each candle is 50 plus inputs, and then each bar is 50 inputs. So there's 700 bars that we're looking at, and we're looking at 8 to 9 time frames. So we have 300,000 inputs that we're looking at. So when you're doing replay or any sort of testing, there can be a 3 to 8 second, sometimes 15-second delay on when you're going to see this table and the indicator appear. So here we go. We're looking at this chart here. You can see here that on the 15-second we've been going down. We're kind of dumping here. The 30-second has been going down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 1 minute, we've only been going down for 2 minutes. So this entire time frame here has been 2 minutes. So we've been going down for 2 minutes. And you can see all that on this table without going to any of these other time frames. So if we go ahead and flip to the 15-second, we're going to see we've been just going down for this, and you can see it right here. So we'll quickly do that just so you can see it. Again, keep in mind the indicator is, it takes a while to load. So here we go. We can see we've been going down, and here you can see that over the last 10 bars we've been going down, except for this bar here, this bar here. Let's leave this replay here. Some other things to look at. I created this message system, which is essentially analyzing all these inputs, and it's trying to answer a more detailed question. So when you're trading, you can kind of use that as a reference. Like right now, this move is just weak bearish consolidation. Okay. And you can kind of see that this tool is built for the 2 to 5 minute trading. So if we're on the 5 minute, you could tell that we were bearish and now we're consolidating. So weak bearish consolidation. It seems like a pretty accurate answer. So, and again, keep in mind this message system is in beta. If you go in the settings, you can turn it off here if you don't want to see it. But that is the whole update. This table here is a massive update. At a glance of an eye, you're able to see 80 candles of information on different time frames. So you can see, 15 seconds, 10 candles there. You see 150 seconds of data, and then 30 seconds, and then 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and so on and so forth. So, and this bar here, you can see here that for the last hour and 23 minutes, we've been pretty weak. we've either been weak or consolidating, and that's what we are. We had some weak pressure here. These candles here, 1, 2, 3, were weak, and then we had some consolidation, and you can see that here, just on the table. And there's the other mode is this intraday, which is the 4-hour and daily trading. Again, keep in mind I'm still updating the settings for this, but that is going to be the updated version of the indicator. If you found this information useful and you'd like to try the indicator, just leave a comment on the video and I'll give you a free trial. This is the beta version of the table, so we're still in the process of making this indicator the best indicator in the world. That is the plan. We're not quite there, but we are definitely approaching the upper limits of PineScript itself, which is the algorithm or the software or the program, I should say, for coding, the coding language. So if you like the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.